Yeah, how you feel about that first set?
That was good.
I feel like if it was if that was a quarter, you hit about 16 and Green Light City, baby, where stars come and talk about what it felt like to be a star. Cut the deck. When was the first time they wanted to give you the guts about seeing you in the lights? You know, because we was kids though, but you just looked up and like, damn, so y'all like me because I can play basketball good?
Man, woo. I don't even know, bro.
Or was you already on to the chase, taking them in the bushes as a kid?
I ain't lose my virginity till like I was what, sophomore, junior?
That's around, hey,
Yeah,
that makes sense right there.
I ain't look back after that. I ain't gonna catch it. I was off. But it is what it is.
Good
I was
man.
a male, you feel me?
Good man. With that being said, what was it that thrills you about the game the most? Like, was it splitting boys? Was it the reaction? Was it because I remember Tupac said, he said, when I was with Digital Underground and stuff, it was like, y'all did good. But then I loved when they said, you. And that was his thrill. What was your thrill with the whole game of basketball? Like what was made you just like, ah?
It was the simple fact that, like, I could say for the most part, I call my family a dysfunctional family because we'll argue all day. But that Friday nights, ain't no arguing. Everybody coming to the game. And everybody will tell you, my family show out. They cussing everybody out.
Was it the liquor?
Nah, it wasn't no liquor. Just my family.
Genetics? It was genetics? Yeah.
That's just how they are.
Shout out to God.
And that's just how it was. So that was my thrill to see, you know what I mean, be able to bring my family into my main circle of family into something where they can all just enjoy it and love it.
Is that Big John at the door? It's still March. You hear me? No. You hear me? Shout out to the living and the eternal.
Okay.
What you know about it? Well, let's get deep for about 4 seconds. Are you a religious man or a spiritual man?
Oh, man. I'm a little bit of both.
Cut the deck. Who do you believe in?
I believe in God. You know what I mean? But I also believe in, you know what I mean, what goes around comes around.
Yeah, free will.
I live by, you know what I mean? I'm one of them people in certain situations, it is what it is. I'm one of those type. I don't try to dwell on the negativity of everything because
John Starks.
I come from a lot of negativity. So I'd rather, you know what I mean? That's why I laugh and joke like I do and mess with people because it is what it is. Life, man. Life's too short to be stressing over stuff we have no control over. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Get on with it, move on, and enjoy the rest of life.
Good man. And you know what? That's somebody that stays in the present. We can't get to tomorrow today. And every time you get to tomorrow, it's right now.
For sure.
So with that being said, that's how you was able to keep that John Starks mentality. Swish or miss, all I know is it felt the same. As long as I let it go right.
Hey, as long as you know you let that mug go right, it should be no problems at all. Just let that thing go.
Cut the deck.
But it's also you gotta have confidence in yourself. You ain't got no confidence, then what's the point of you even being out there?
It takes us somewhere perfect. Where did your confidence come from?
Man, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I just natural. I guess you can just say natural.
Out of mama? When you just came in and you can't remember when you was not confident?
I can't remember.
There go God.
I can't remember.
With that being said, so I'm still trying to feel the thrill from the spirit of Knuckles. Let's talk about that. Let's go back to Conley and Odom. So you beat them. Like, are you happy? Or you knew it and it wasn't nothing? Because DB will come through here and it was just like, bro, what game? What makes you? What did that? How did you feel?
I mean, that game was. Everybody know that game was the talk of the city. You know what I mean?
To this day. I heard about it today.
That moved us up. You know what I mean? We made number one
I
in the
heard
state.
they was number one in the country.
We was number one in the state and then became, what, number 3 or 4 in the country.
I heard they was number one in the country when y'all beat them.
I don't know. I don't know what the country rankings was for them at that time.
Real killers don't never know. And that's the thing that we got to talk to everybody about. There's certain things you need to know, not know, to actually go out there and hit them for 30. But go ahead.
Yeah, see, a lot of people, it was different because back then we ain't really, people knew who the top players was. We knew Greg and Mike was the number one players in their position just because based off, you know what I mean, they a great duo. That's not knocked it. They was always a great 1-2. AU, they dominated. You feel me? But it was just different, man. It wasn't nothing like no other. You know what I mean? Like.
Shout out to Lomax. So I'm gonna ask you one more question to see if I can pull it out of you. What made you the happiest when you was playing basketball? Outside of the family thriving and living and feeling like, I'm saying for me, like, hold on, like once I done showed you, and I done stepped back just in that mid and it kept left all right, I'd be like, oh, that mother felt so pretty.
Man,
what was it for you?
Bro, I was always like I am now, I'm always, I ain't really, like I said, I ain't care.
So nothing thrilled. What thrilled you?
Thrill about
what
it,
achievement thrilled you when you was in basketball? Something thrilled you. Something thrilled you.
Only thing that really thrilled me as an achievement is making that money off of it.
Straight from the hood. Now you know you got a hood nigga. Shout out to the ghetto. We still achieving.
That was it.
So we going to Cincinnati.
Right.
Like you said, you went in and it was at a point where I'm sure at this point there's no reason to ask about how you felt about getting a scholarship and this and that. You already knew you was the one. What I want to know is when you got there, did you look up and say, oh shit, I don't know if I got something for him. It's going to be dangerous trying to play. I better get to working hard. Or was it like, this ain't nothing?
Man, if a lot of people forgot, like I didn't come in as a 18 and 19-year-old freshman. I went to prep a year, so I came in as like a 20-year-old freshman, 19 or 20-year-old freshman. So for me, it was more so about catching up with the speed of the game.
Yeah.
Like practicing with the players that are a little older, but they ain't that much older than me. So it was just different from practice going to that college game. Like my first 4 or 5 games, I was up and down. But you know, after I got the flow of the game, it started to come. You know what I mean? Come easy to me. I start to see it how, you know what I mean, I'm supposed to see it as it start to just slow. It just start to slow down like high school and stuff. You know, as a freshman in high school and you go to varsity, that mother just, you like, man, what's going on?
We played Michigan. My first, I was like, oh,
it's over.
Like they moving fast. It felt like, hold on, I ain't never seen nobody really moving this fast.
Like, man, hold on, I'm tired already. Hold on. So you just gotta. It's a huge adjustment. It's a huge adjustment.
The streets want to know because this is really the streets. You might try to pinpoint it on 1 or 2 people. No. The streets is saying it was your team at Cincinnati, and then here come Lance coming in from New York with that awkward bop. What happened? I want to know when the first time you synced him, did you look at him like, shit?
Nah. Actually, a lot of people don't even know this. It wasn't no Lance team. It was still my team. But I almost, I probably should have redshirted my senior year. I had a groin injury a little bit. But I was doing all the treatment and stuff, but I definitely wasn't trying to stay in school another year. That groin's a motherfucker. So
I'm telling you.
I was doing my treatment and everything. So I kind of had my senior year was my down year. It wasn't because of Lance, though. A lot of people think it's because of Lance.
I heard they switched you to the 2.
I've been the 2. I played.
Which one are you best at?
I ain't developed the point guard until I got overseas. I mean, I knew how to play it.
Once it was for the money, shout out to the hood again.
I knew how to play the point, but I was more so score first point. You know what I mean? So I've always played the 2 at Cincinnati before Lance even got there.
So let's cut the deck then, since we can. This is basketball. So I don't give a damn tall or short. Shit, I didn't see him all, and I know how I felt. Right. So he didn't came in, and at some point you looking up like they might start to thinking it was Lance. When you was in them battles, could he handle you? What happened? Because I know I had a duo with Lance.
We ain't never had no duo in practice like that. I can tell you a story. We used to do like they used to throw the ball out. You know, you had to run.
Yep, and then catch it, and then whoever get it play 1-on-1. Yep.
They used to. Lance used to get mad because I'm shooting it. You ain't closing out quick enough. I'm letting it go. You ain't taking no drill. Hey, gotta get out here. I ain't about to make this game long. I ain't making none of these games long. I'm trying to get in and get out. I ain't got time. I don't even want to play defense. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So once it got to me, it was over.
Was you the modern day? Was you the modern day Vinny the microwave? Was it Vinny? Was it Vinny?
He said Vinny the microwave, boy. Right.
So what happened? Everybody say you was projected to go to the league in second round. What happened?
I don't know what actually happened, bro. Honestly, I probably should have left my sophomore year, but I didn't get invited to Portsmouth.
Yep.
Because from what my understanding is, a couple other players the years before didn't go. So once I was on the list to go, when the father was alive, the father ended up dying probably like a year or two right before. So the son took over. So your son had his people.
Different relationship.
Different. But the father had me in there, so I didn't get that invite to Portsmouth like I should have, in order, you know what I mean, to boost everything up. But when I went to my tryouts for some teams and things like that, I did my thing. Like I had one with my boy Rob Glenn. We went down to Sacramento.
What was Glenn? Dominated. Was he dominating?
He was on my team. We dominated him.
That's a cold duo.
We dominated him. And then you know, a lot of people want to say they want to see me play the point. They ain't really never had me play the point and stuff like that. But I ain't need to play point because I was a combo guard. But if you look at it, I still led Cincinnati in assists. At the 2.
At the 2. That's a cold statement, sir. I remember that one. I still led them in assists at the 2. With that being said, who was the toughest guy from the city you done ran up on? Give me 2 or 3 of them. Who was like, you was like, made a minute. Because you ain't the only made man. Now, settle down.
In my era, I want to say.
Stay humble.
Dominique James. Richmond.
Yep.
Dominique was athletic, bro. And he was a little faster than everybody. And like I said, Dominique was one of he was a quick little guard. He can get under you, can go bang on you, whatever it was. He was probably one of the ones that actually gave me a problem when we was, you know what I mean, doing things. But me and Dominique grew into a great friend. You know, he's one of them people we had our duos, but off the court we had mutual respect for each other. So anytime we see each other, we hung out, all that stuff. So that was one of my probably top people in my era that gave me a problem.
What was one of them old school niggas that you heard about, but then you actually was like, hold on, I caught a little bit of him, and I was like, damn, I can see why he was cold.
Man. Ooh, who was it?
Somebody was cold out there.
Man.
You know, Rut's still killing them. Shout out to Rut. Somebody was cold out there. It ain't got to be old. It could just be before you.
It might have been.
You didn't catch Baxter out there, did you?
Nah, it might be when everybody start coming home more and start playing against each other. And I think it was more, probably D. Logan. D. Logan or Tony Wheaton.
2 killers.
Probably one of those 2. Tony had the strength. So Tony can always hit me with his body or whatever because we both was physical. D-Lo just smooth operator. So, you know, them probably the ones that I'm like, man, you boy cold. Like, hey, All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Green Light City, where the money's still winning, I see. Shout out to D. Logan. Still counting that cash. We'll be back.